I have become known for my penchant for tearing down some of our society's treasured sacred cows. And there may be some who are saying, enough already. With that being said, the holiday season for me has always been a time of reflection. The elusiveness of peace on earth and goodwill to man somehow becomes either magnified or diminished around this time of the year. My musings this year led me to think about some of the time-honored Christmas songs that we sing. One in particular grabbed my attention, Rudolph the Red-nosed Reindeer. Of particular interest to me are the verses, all of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names. They wouldn't let poor Rudolph play any reindeer games. And after guiding Santa's sleigh through a foggy Christmas Eve's night, then all the reindeers loved him. Now, is this the story of the underdog overcoming to save the day, or of the intolerance of a community whose approval can only be won by some extraordinary or exceptional feat? Contemplating those stanzas caused me to think of all the Rudolphs in our present-day society, those who are looked upon as the deformed, the disenfranchised, and the different, the hoops they are asked to jump through just to gain what appears to be acceptance or approval. I think of the young boys and girls who go to school hoping and praying that they won't be made fun of that day. I think of a society and a culture that has made young women so body conscious that has expectedly contributed to the problems of anorexia, bulimia, and the self-mutilation of scores of young women. I contemplate the young men who fear that their sensitive natures will be viewed as less than manly. I think of a community of black women damaged by a legacy of straightening combs, perms, and blonde wigs, all in an attempt to meet the beauty standards of the privileged. I think of generations of black, brown, yellow, and red folk who lived and died never learning to love themselves, living in a society that never loved them. Rudolph had to do something magnanimous and spectacular merely to be looked upon as acceptable or normal, whatever normal means. Too many times it is upon the oppressed to prove their worth, and not upon the oppressor to prove the worth or validity of their oppression. The privileged and prevailing culture defines what is normal, noble, beautiful, or acceptable, as well as the penalty for not meeting or measuring up to those definitions. Let us consider this. Where would Rudolph be without the benefit of bad weather? How would the story have gone then? It appears that the respect and dignity transmitted to the marginalized and ostracized is as random and capricious as the rolling fog in this Christmas tale. Now, most of our Rudolphs are and were ordinary individuals. Their accomplishments and deeds, by and large, will never be recorded in a newspaper, history book, or television newscast. So the opportunity for a Rudolphian moment of achievement is virtually nil. However, when all is said and done, why should they need one? I issue a Christmas challenge to all believers of justice, love, mercy, and truth to let your light shine through the fog of bigotry, prejudice, and bias. And in so doing, God will bless us, everyone.